Okay, so this is probably my, I don't know, 12th road trip that I've done in my life, and I guess I've figured out a few little tips for making it fun. Let me see. First of all would be go with a friend who can laugh and is keen to just try anything. The other thing I would say is half plan. Only make half a plan and then allow for time for dropping off in towns or staying at pubs that you never ever stay at. In fact, in some ways, the less plans, the better, and the more grim the place that you think you're staying at, the better, because you have more adventures. Bushwalking. Always aim to do a bushwalk wherever you go, because it's the best way to check out a place. And when you bushwalk, basically wear as minimal clothing as possible. I work with a T-back bra, which is great if you do decide to carry a pack, because you've got less things rubbing in your shoulder and it's just more movement in your shoulders. Wear a bunch of layers that you can tie around your waist or tuck into the back of your bra when you're walking, if you just need to get off layers. I always take a scarf and then you can just tie it around the waist. Let me see, when you're walking, bushwalking, this is a tip that I learned ages ago, and it's a really good tip, is to treat it as a meditation. So every in-breath, I draw energy from the earth, and every out-breath, I sort of push the energy back out. And it's a really good way of staying energized as you're walking, especially if it's a really long walk. Walking up hills, only ever look 1.5 meters, 2 meters in front. As soon as you look at the top of the hill, you lose motivation and you get disheartened. So just look down 1.5 meters and sort of to the side so you check out the view. Let me see, what else? Oh yeah, know where Radio National is on your FM or AM dial. And it does vary between AM and FM depending on what part of the country you're in, because listening to radio is one of the greatest joys of a road trip. You learn all kinds of things. Radio National is my friend for these kinds of trips. What else? Oh, a pair of shoes that can go anywhere. These are fantastic. I absolutely love these. They're as light as anything. They've got a grip on them. You can go on in water, on rocks. I can go rock hopping on those. And, you know, they're breathable, they dry out really quickly, and they're presentable enough to wear into town when you go to the pub for dinner. Pubs, always check out the local pub. That's where everything happens. You meet wonderful people, you have great adventures. The food is generally the best in town. I'm not one for the Lotus Chinese on Main Street. And I guess finally, this is my latest tip from this trip with Maria, is get yourself a pair of driving slippers. Maria's grandmother made these in Croatia, and I tell you, they are fantastic for cold mornings as you're heading off. Driving slippers, get a pair.